The MPC XL, or should I say special edition, it's here. No more speculation. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Mini clip.
What's up? This is the King of Caesar bringing you unboxings, tutorials, and gear reviews just like this one. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit that bell notification button like you're throwing a snowball at somebody.
You're a monster!
So like I said in the intro, the MPC Special Edition is here. No, it's not called the XL, but it's up on the Zounds page right now. We're going to take a look what it comes with and how it looks. Now, as you can see, we have the MPC X Special Edition sitting right here on the Zounds page. Now, they doesn't look like they changed anything on the outside of the MPC X. Everything looks exactly the same. We thought we were going to get an Ethernet port, but it doesn't seem to have one as shown right here. I'm going to go to the back side, and as you can see right here, there's no Ethernet port. But what we can notice is that it has the throwback Akai Professional logo on the top, and at the bottom, if you can see that, it says Special Edition at the bottom right here. Now, this is the 35th anniversary of Akai, and as we can see, they're going back to the retro colorway like what they started with the MPC 60 back in 1988. Let's take a look at that. Now, as you can see, the MPC 60 has the gray pads and it has that computer gray look like everything back in the 80s and the 90s had, and I think Akai is just going for that look, especially with the throwback Akai Professional logo on the top. You can see that illustrated on the new MPC X right here. Now, as you can see on the MPC Special Edition, that it has the gray pads, it has the gray armrest, and kind of like the computer gray showing all around it. Now, the faceplate, I don't know if that's white or if that's like an off gray, but it's not the same type of gray that you see on the actual MPC 60, so that's a little off, but still giving it that retro look. And me personally, I think the retro colors fit more on the MPC X versus any of the other MPCs, especially because it's the flagship. Now, Akai didn't change anything but the colorway on the outside, but they did make some changes on the inside. So let's take a look at the description and see what this thing comes with. The MPC X has finally got its bump up in specs. We're no longer dealing with a dual core processor with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage. We now have a quad core processor, 4 gigs of RAM and 48 gigs of storage internally. Now, I believe these are the same specs that we see in the Key 61, but it's nice that they came to the X now, seeming that the X is the flagship, but it was the last MPC to be updated in the new lineup. Now, there was one more thing that stood out to me in the feature section in the description. If we come down here, we can see that it comes with 25 plus MPC plug-in instrument collection, including Fabric XL synthesizer. Now, I don't know if this is going to be included with the MPC XL, but if it is, that will put it on par with the MPC Key 61, and it'll be dope for anybody getting this new MPC to also get the plug-in suite as well. So I don't know if that means that it's coming with it or not. I don't have one in hand, but it seems that this section is alluding to the fact that you probably will get the plug-in package with the new MPC. Now, I'm just going to give you the pros and cons like I always do. I'm going to tell you the things that I like about the new MPC and the things that I don't like. Starting with the things that I do like. I do like the new retro color on the MPC, and like I said earlier, I think that the retro look is best suited for the MPC X because of the form factor and the way that it looks. It looks like the classic MPCs, like the 2500s and the MPC 60s and 2000 XLs that we've seen in the past. So the fact that it's got the retro color, I think that this is the machine that it should have been on first. Now, another reason why I like the colorway is because it brings me back to when I got indoctrinated into the MPC universe, and that was with the MPC Renaissance. I didn't have any of the classic MPCs like the 2500, even though I still want to get my hands on one. I started with the MPC Renaissance. Here goes the rim right here, and as you can see, it has that same classic look with the gray pads and the computer gray like all around this thing. It just brings me back to when I first started with MPC, so it's kind of nostalgic for me. The other thing that I like about the MPC X is the upgraded specs. It's about time that it took its rightful place as the flagship once again. Also, with the specs being upgraded, that means that the MPC X will run like the other MPCs. I don't know if you guys seen any of my other videos, but I kind of alluded to the fact that the MPC X isn't as snappy as the newer MPCs, and we've had the MPC 1 and the MPC Live 2 out for a while, and it's only right that the MPC X get the same type of performance that those machines have in it, especially, like I said, because it's the flagship. And maybe I'm just crazy. You guys let me know in the comment section below if I'm just hallucinating or something. But to me, I seen a noticeable difference in performance when it came to the MPC X and like my Live 2. Now, the only thing I don't like about the MPC X Special Edition is the Special Edition. Is it really special? Now, I know it's the 35th anniversary of Akai. I know that it has the retro colors. I know that it's been updated with the specs, with the 4 gigs and the quad core processor and all that. But what really makes it different from any of the other MPCs? I don't think just because you throw a special edition on something that it makes it special. And let's be honest, the MPC Key 61 has the same specs that the new MPC X has in it. So the specs being upgraded is just a given to me. And even though I did say that the retro colorway fits the MPC X better than any of the other MPCs because it's the flagship, that doesn't mean that it earns a special edition badge to me. Now, they might have another reason why they call it special edition. Like I said, this thing just came out, so maybe we'll see in the video or the promotions that they promote later on why they call it the special edition. But for me, I just don't see why it's called the special edition. But I do think it's a worthy and great upgrade to the MPC X. So now, what I think Akai should have did to make this a special edition is throw the special edition badge on it like they did the old ones. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Now, you can see on this MPC 2500 that it has a kind of chrome special edition badge. I think that this would have set the MPC X apart from the other ones if they would have put the same type of badge on the MPC. Another thing they could have did was made it limited edition. If they really wanted to make it special, then they could have made it like the 2500 limited edition. As you can see right here, there was only 500 of these made. So I take that back. There is another thing that I don't like about the MPC SE. Let's take a look. That would be the price. As you see right here, we're standing at $24.99. So this is a $2,500 unit. Now, I believe the other ones was $22.99 or $23.99. So we're either up $200 or $100. Either way, it's more expensive, but we kind of could see this coming because inflation is crazy and the cost of everything is up. So, you know, this really doesn't surprise me, but for some people, it's probably just going to put it even more out of reach, because I know that if it wasn't for Zounds or Z-Zounds, that I wouldn't even have this MPC X sitting right here. So shout out to Zounds for sending this to me to test. Hopefully I can get my hands on the new one as well. Now, this is just my perspective. I do think the MPC SE is a beautiful unit, and it's something that I want to get my hands on and check it out and see how snappy it is, see how much better it is than the first generation. Now, would I upgrade to this one if I already own an MPC X? I really don't know, because I don't know if the upgrade in specs really change what I can do with the MPC, especially with the price point. Now, if I could get a pretty good penny or a pretty good return on my money for the original X, then yeah, I would say it would probably be a no-brainer. But if you really rocking with your X right now and it really doesn't, you don't have any downfalls as far as how you use it, then upgrading to the new one might not be for you. Now, if you're a person who doesn't own the MPC X, then this might be attractive to you, especially with the retro colorway and all the upgraded specs. I would say right now that if I was gonna buy one or the other one, since I don't own either one, that I would go for the MPC SE. Now, I did get to see the MPC SE early by a couple days, only because my friend's site got one from Akai, and it's even got a custom splash screen on it that says MPC game. Now, y'all know we do the podcast together. Y'all know he was going to show me. Come on, y'all know he was going to show me. But anyway, I just wanted to say congratulations to him for putting himself in the position to get something like that. I hope one day that I'll be on that level where I can receive something like that. And Akai, if you guys are watching, sometime in the future, please make it so that we can put our own splash screens on the MPC like you did with this one, because that just looks fire. You guys killed it, and hopefully one day we can customize our MPCs the same way. Site also has some 35th anniversary merch that he's about to drop. I have a picture of some of the hats that he has right here. I'll show them on the screen. So if you guys are interested, you guys can go to imsite.com and pick that stuff up. I'll have it linked in the description below. So this is my take on the new MPC X SE. Like I said, hopefully I can get my hands on it sooner or later, but if I don't, eventually I will, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on how it stands between the old X and the new one. If you guys are interested or in the market to buy any of this gear that I talked about, in the description I will have links to where you can get this stuff from Zounds.com, where you can get this stuff on a payment plan, play as you pay, and you can get the gear and use it right away without breaking the bank. I highly recommend it. Check out the description. Other than that, you guys know what we rocking. Music is therapy. You guys stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.